next week, but I know you got taxes doing right now, so let's focus on your tax side first, but then let you, if you're okay with it, I'd love to book with you and just help you guide you into setting up version 2 as well and
Yeah.
help you kind of migrate this over.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great.
Okay. Okay, so you got that one bank account connected. So what's going to happen now is there's two things. Once you've got all your bank accounts connected, it's going to take a little bit for Plaid to do a sync up,
Okay.
probably about another 4 or 5 hours, just give or take, just to get everything. In theory, if you press the export button, it should have gotten everything, and then your transactions will come in under accounting and review or the review transaction section over there in quick access.
Okay. Should I click
So
on that?
once those have come in, so there's a couple things that I would recommend that we do. There's already some baseline general ledger accounts, but one of the things I would recommend is let's go under accounting and let's make sure you have all the chart of accounts that you're going to want to have. So I would go to chart of accounts because what it sets up is very bare bones. It's mostly for just, hey, there's a little bit of revenue, a little bit of equity, etc., and there's a little bit of liability, but there's almost no expense items in here. So we're going to want to set that up.
Okay.
Version 2 is going to have this a lot better mapped, so my apologies on that. So add, if you go to add, so you're going to want to scroll down and have these be under expenses.
Sorry, which one is this one? Which one would it be?
Sorry, go back up. Sorry, those are actually already created account names.
Okay.
So you're going to type in what you want the account name to be. So I would recommend rent expense, or you actually, no, sorry, you're renting these out. I would recommend management expense because of your Kansas City entities. So now let's go to the next one. Yeah, you have to type in management expense and then select it with the mouse. There you go.
Got it.
Now go to account type. That needs to be expense. And then go ahead and just click create. This will just give you some baselines in there. Now let's go to another one. Oh, sorry, back out of that. Let's see what else they have in there for the expense side. Drop that down. All right, so you got travel, meals, transfers, community. That's correct. Yep. Keep scrolling down. Got repairs and maintenance. You got management expense. You've already got utilities within there. You should have some interest expense within there as well. So let's go ahead and I would add that as another expense line item because I'm sure you have some debt financing on this possibly.
Interest expense?
Yes, ma'am. You're going to want interest expense, and you're going to want that to be, expense, and then go ahead and create. So you've got management, you've got the utilities, you've got repair and maintenance of each of the locations. So what you're going to also want to do here, since you have different locations, and we don't have to do this now for tax purposes, but what I would recommend is that you and I kind of tag through this when we load it into version 2 so that we can start tagging these by location and give you a lot better breakdown of your overall expenses so that you can kind of see each location, expense, revenue, all that.
Yeah, okay.
And so we'll set that up with version 2 when we reconvene on this. But these are the ones I think that are best to start with at the very bare minimum.
Okay.
Let me think here. Did you pay anybody to do any work on the locations in Hawaii?
Yes, I did. We did some renovations, yeah.
Okay, so the renovations, those are all going to be capitalizable, just so you're aware.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't worry about that piece.
Okay.
If you have anybody who's just general repair or handyman services, that can go under repairs and maintenance as well. But if you have a large renovation, I would definitely capitalize that.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, Bob, I just have another question too, because I do have my property manager in Kansas City has their own portal that, will export an Excel sheet. I think you can export it to QuickBooks also. But can I log in and show you what they have? And that way, I just want to make sure that they seamlessly integrate somehow with their system.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Sure, go ahead, show me.
Okay, so this here, um, I've got an income statement. I got all of that, and cash flow. So they
Okay.
have all the GL accounts on there. So it's
Okay.
just like we'll just look at one. So these are all the properties right now,
Okay.
and depending, I guess, how far we want to go back, if and when we want to do month by month or a full
So
year, I don't know.
go ahead and show detail view of this month today. That's fine. That should give me a good idea of where we're at. So one thing to keep in mind, version 1 does not have a CSV import at this time, but the version 2 piece will have a CSV import for this.
Okay,
So we should also be able to help you map it out as well.
I see. Yeah, so this is Excel
Okay.
and CSV.
All right. So what I would recommend on this, at least for your year end, I would run it for year end and have all the various properties, since you have them all under that one LLC anyway.
Yeah.
For tax purposes, I would basically run this as a year to date set, and then I would run it, and then I would just do a quick journal entry to bring everything in.
Okay.
And that'll get you your financials for 12/31. Then when we go to do version 2, when we go to do a month to month look at this, then we can export all. You can export all of the previous activity, and I can help map that so that we can import it all in,
Okay.
and have it be a look at it from ever since the very beginning to today, month to month, so you can start looking at it on a breakdown.
Perfect. Okay. And then how do you want me to move forward as my assignment, just for now? Just do the year to date, export it
Right.
to Excel?
Year to date 2024, because you're doing your
Yeah.
2024 taxes.
Correct.
So I would do year to date, just have it be the one period, have it be every single one of them as an income statement. From there, you can then populate all of the different pieces within a journal entry for it. Now, I also would recommend you are going to have to put in your property information in terms of balance sheet information. Do you have that list out for what you owe on those, and okay, first off, do you have any debt on your Kansas City stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have what you paid for them, and what you've taken as tax depreciation so far?
I haven't taken any because we bought these in 2023, so
Okay.
the last year's taxes should have it.
Okay. So last year's taxes, if you didn't take any well, okay, did you buy the Hawaii ones in 24, or did you buy those in 23?
24. Well, some of them, I think there were two in 23, and then the rest were 24.
Okay. All you need to do to get your balance sheet straight is to basically say, okay, how much for all of these ones that I purchased, what did I pay? Just a grand total, at least for right now, because you're not looking at this on a breakdown, and I don't think your tax return was requiring that either.
Okay.
Then for all of the debt that you have on them, then just put that in as a liability, as a debt liability.
Gotcha.
Also, if you need some additional help for this, just to make sure you're good for tax time, more than happy if you want to just have me help you through it. I'm more than happy to do that.
Yeah, I think that would be great. I mean, I have somebody that I'm working through, but he still needs the data, and I don't have that like in one spot. I'd have to piecemeal every single one of them. So, yeah, that would be great if you do have time. Not today, but whenever it's available.
Yeah, like if you want to do some time tomorrow, if you want to take some time with it today, kind of start classifying through things.
Yeah.
And making sure you've got everything gathered into one spot. Basically, what I'll need, and what time is actually good for you? Is the same time good for you tomorrow?
Yeah, let me just make sure I don't double on scheduling. Yeah, tomorrow's actually pretty free, so this time works.
Awesome. So I'm going to duplicate this meeting and just add it in for tomorrow, because I want to make sure that you're able to get your taxes all done. So what would be the most helpful is let's go ahead and start classifying the bank transaction information that comes in, and then pull down the P&L and cash flow from your the Kansas City Management Group. And then if you have the information for what you acquired property-wise, the date you acquired it, and if there is any debt on the property and what the balance is as of 12/31/2024.
Okay. What happens if I've refinanced in between? Does that matter? And do I need to?
Because we're only trying to produce 12/31/2024
Yeah.
financials, we're only looking at year-end 2024
Okay.
information.
Okay.
So if you've sold something in the middle of 24, we do need to know that, because your beginning balance 23 will have to reflect a gain.
Got it. Yeah.
Right, and if you're comfortable with that, I'm more than happy to look at the prior tax return as well and help formulate a little bit of this. But that's up to you.
Yeah, that might be helpful. I think 23 was probably a loss, just because we were doing renovations and never had any income on there. But okay, yeah.
Right, but you probably, but if it's a partnership, did you take it as an S corp, or did you take it as just a straight partnership?
Straight partnership.
Okay, so basically you're probably rolling those losses into this year anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay. All right. So what I would recommend is let's have all of that in generally one spot, and then tomorrow, after you've kind of gone through and classified through these, let's take a look at the other pieces, and I can help you do a journal entry to bring in your prior activity as well as your balance sheet activity, so that you're ready to rock and roll for your tax provider.
Okay.
Then in the background, I can spend some time this weekend / next week to repurpose this to build a month-over-month financial statement set, so that we can upload that and set that up in version 2 for you, so that you're all ready to rock and roll on that.
Okay, that would be great.
It's what I does, Miss Joyce.
Thank you. You said you were fractional CFO. What does that mean, Bob?
So basically what that means is I am are you aware what a chief financial officer is?
Yeah.
So companies hire on chief financial officers, but sometimes smaller companies can't afford a normal CFO salary. So as a consultant, I go in as a fractional CFO as a fraction of the time, but also a fraction of the cost.
Gotcha.
And I've been CFO via VP of Finance for like 10 plus years, and this is just, I got tired of corporate life, but I really, really enjoy small business owners, and I don't like seeing them messed over by private equity, and so that was my little passion to go into this and start helping small business owners.
At least we share something in common. Yeah, I was in the corporate life with hotels for 10, 15 years also. So.
Did you like what they did, and you thought you could do it better?
I mean, I was in engineering management side, but every month we always did like our P&L analysis, and we used Birch Street as a online purchasing system, but they didn't have like something like this. It was called PeopleSoft, but it was an Excel spreadsheet linked to all of these other things, which made it easier to have human error in it, I guess. Typing in something, but it was just, it
was a master linked Excel
yes,
piece. And
correct.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, which was to me a little bit archaic, because I dealt with Hyatt Regency had a really, really good accounting system software. They did Oracle. They used Oracle, and everything was, on a database. You could click on it, see the invoice, and it was very dynamic too. So
NetSuite is good. What we're focusing on with 2.0 is to make a bridge between QuickBooks and NetSuite, to basically have all of that kind of functionality and all of that click through for a fraction of the cost. That's why it resonates so well with me to work with Scarlet Books.
Yeah, and I like the AI piece that's integrated in it too. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So let's go ahead and pause here. I'll let you keep playing with it now that you have a bit more, uh, now that it's actually functional for you. I'm just
Yeah.
going to say that. And then from there, let's meet again tomorrow at 4,
Okay.
and we'll start going through, and I'll help you bridge out your financials as well as building out some journal entries for you so that you have a clean set of financials to give your tax person.
Okay.
Uh,
So
what
for
what's your is your tax person going to be able to make the 15th?
um of October,
Yeah,
I thought it was.
September 15th.
I thought we had until October to do that one, wasn't it? Didn't we? Jeez, I gotta take a look at that.
Hang on one second. LLC partnership due date taxes. 15th day of the third month, September 15th, ma'am.
Oh gosh. Well, I got a lot of homework to do.
Well, let me help you do it tomorrow as well, and help put it together for you so you're ready to go.
Okay. What can I do right now? So like before then, you want me to pull those the income statements and the cash flow monthlies,
Yes,
or
please
year
go.
to date?
Just year to date is fine for 2024.
Okay, for 2024.
It should just be for the whole full year of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Pull the income statement and the cash flow, and then you're going to need the list of your properties, of what you purchased them
Okay.
for, when you purchased them,
Yeah.
and if you sold any, what you sold it for, and then if you have any debt, or if you have any debt on the properties, just the total amount would be fine.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm assuming you're paying the interest through I'm assuming you're paying the debt payments through this business account.
Correct.
So that should all be fine. And now if you've had anything that's run personally through your personal accounts or any personal credit cards, you might want to flag that down for yourself so that you can claim it all.
Okay.
But if you've done a good job of segregating all of it, you should be fine.
I've got a lot of cleaning up to do, that's for sure.
Oh, you're in good company, ma'am. I actually commingled a lot of my stuff last year, and unfortunately, I had to do a lot of cleanup.
Yeah,
So,
gosh. And I think what happened to this just lately, because we've started accumulating, more business lines and credit cards, and it just, I think it got a little overwhelming trying to keep track of what card went where, what it was used for, and so yeah, I just got to get that cleaned up.
well, once you have, you can connect all those cards just so we can get you a 24 version.
Okay.
And then when we go to to the version 2, since you have so many of those cards and they're all designated for one property, we might just set up the separate companies and go from there. That would probably make your life a little bit easier.
Yeah. Okay. And there's a way that you can connect all your credit card accounts on here too.
Yes, ma'am. All through Plaid.
Awesome. Okay. Neat. I'll play with those, and I'll get I'll send those I'll get everything, as much of these together, and get that over to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate your time, Bob.
Would it be helpful if I set up a quick portal for you to upload all of that to?
Yeah.
That way it's a bit more secured.
Yeah, that would be great.
All right, let me set that up right now, and I will send that back over to you. That way we can just start working back and forth and getting it done.
Great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
No problem, Miss Joyce. Have
Thanks,
a good
Bob.
day.
Bye.